What I found out about Mr. Beast, like, it's crazy. Say if you want to find out. Psych, y'all, we ain't doing no Mr. Beast. We are reading the Bible. We are on Genesis chapter 3, where the serpent has given the apple to Eve, and she had given the apple to Adam. Now, the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord had God had made. And he said unto the woman, Ye hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree in the garden, which he said that. And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is not in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. You shall, in other words, you shall surely die. What Jesus said. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took one of the fruit thereof and did eat, and also gave unto her husband with her, and he did eat. Now Jesus said not to eat it, but he ate it instead of telling her. Jesus Christ said we shouldn't eat it, but he did anyway. So, and the eyes of them were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God amongst the trees of the garden. And the Lord God called unto Adam and said unto him, Where art thou? As in, and he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. He was not asking, like, where are you? I can't see you. He was asking, where is your heart? Where's your relationship with me right now? Like, yeah. But he knew where they were. He knew what they did. Um, and he said, Who told thee that thou wast naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldst not eat? And the man said, The woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. And the Lord God said unto the woman, What is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. And the Lord God said unto the serpent, Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy. Uh, hold up, y'all. Let me read this in my head real quick. And sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. And unto Adam he said, Because thou hast unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, Thou shalt not eat of it, is cursed of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Thorns also and lizards shall bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of thy face thou shalt eat bread, until thou return into the ground, for out of it wast thou taken, for thus thou art, and unto dust thou shalt return, thou return. And Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. Unto Adam also to his wife did the Lord God make coats of skin and clothing. And the Lord God said, behold, the man has become one of us, to know good and evil. And now we she put forth his hand, and take also of the tree of life, and eat, and live forever. Therefore the Lord God sent him forth from the garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the garden of Eden two embers and a flaming sword, which turned every way to keep beware the tree of life. So this was Genesis 3, like I told you guys. The fact is that Jesus Christ told them, after all the work he has done, Jesus Christ told them this for good and evil. Thou shalt not eat of the tree, or thou shalt surely die. He told her they should surely die. The serpent, tells her, has God told you not to eat of the tree? She said yes. He only told us to eat the trees of the garden, and if we ate that one, thou shalt surely die. He didn't listen. Made her not listen. She ate it. Adam didn't listen, and there's exactly why he was thrown. Oops, he was thrown out of the garden, and they was out of the garden because of the fact they were not supposed to do that. And Jesus Christ can give you things. He gave them everything they wanted, but they still disobeyed his rules. That's what people are doing nowadays. Jesus Christ gives you everything you want, but you will still disobey his rules. You can say you are with God, you are from Jesus, but where are you really? Thank you guys for taking your time to watch, like, and subscribe. I will be doing this again, part 2, Genesis 4. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all. The end. Wait, hold up. Before I say the end, I would say I pray for everybody who's having mental health problems and all that. I pray for you. I hope Jesus Christ gets into your heart, opens your mind, so you can see all good. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Bye.